Hello guys and welcome back to the YouTube channel. So in our last video we explored how ethical marketing can feel as natural as therapy itself through micro-content educational and values-based storytelling. So you learned that visibility is not about performance but about presence. And today we go one step further. We look at the quiet engine behind most thriving private practices. And it is not social media, it is not ads, it is Google. So let's start with a simple question. What if your next 10 clients were already searching for you right now and they just couldn't find you yet? So someone in your city is typing help for anxiety therapist near me or couples therapy online, France, Belgium, England, whatever. And they are not scrolling for entertainment, they are just searching for safety, clarity, and support. But the problem is that if you are invisible on Google, you won't know that your potential clients exist, and obviously they won't know that you exist as well. So that is why this video matters. So hi again, I am Dylan. I am a general practitioner and a consultant that have as an objective to help therapists and coaches build calm and sustainable private practices that do not depend on algorithm, tech skills, and manipulative sales skills as well. So in this short training, you will discover how Google can quietly become your most stable source of new clients without paying for ads or learning complicated tech skills. So most therapists are doing marketing in the hardest possible way. They are trying to fight algorithms, post endlessly, and hope that someone will notice them. But the people who actually become clients are really the ones who saw a random quote at night. And they are the ones who went to Google and I said, I need help. And the easiest clients are not the ones you chase, they are the ones already looking for you. And social media reaches people in a scrolling mindset, but Google reaches people in a searching mindset through the Google bar. And one is curiosity and the other is readiness. And that is why visibility on Google is not optional anymore if you want a stable and low stress practice. And in this video, I will explain you how to understand why Google is so powerful for therapists and how it naturally fits your ethics as well. And second, you will learn one simple practical step you can take this week to become findable without paying for ads. And finally, you will see how this type of visibility keeps growing quietly even when you are sleeping. And if you want to go deeper, you can also join my free Therapist Cafe community on School. And inside you will find checklists, examples, and just other people like you. And I really made Therapist Cafe to build like a group to have a call each month, to get to know each other. I really think that it's quite powerful to have a group to empower ourselves together. And so take a breath, get comfortable, and let's begin. So let's look right now at why Google has become the missing piece in most therapists' visibility systems. So now let's talk about why Google matters for therapists. So when people feel lost, they don't open Instagram, they open Google, they tap quiet and serious words like therapist near me, help for burnout, or anxiety therapy online. And that search is not a casual scroll. It is a private moment of courage from that person because it's a small sign that someone is ready to ask for your help. And that is what makes Google so powerful for therapists. So, because unlike social media, where people are entertained or distracted, Google connects you with people who are already willing to buy your service. So they are not trying to be convinced, they are just trying to choose. And when your practice appears in that moment and that the people resonate with your content on your website or your Google business page, Well, the conversation begins with trust instead of precision. Persuasion, sorry. So many therapists underestimate this the difference because they post endlessly on social media, fighting algorithm, chasing likes, waiting for engagement that rarely leads anywhere. Though posting on social media is a good strategy, but a long-term one. And Google works quite differently. It rewards clarity and consistency and not popularity. So every time you optimize your profile or add useful content, it stays visible for months and even years. And your effort compounds quietly in the background when you are sleeping. And your online presence keeps working for you day and night, and it stays consistent through time. And that's quite powerful. So that's what we call sustainable marketing. It's effort that builds reputation instead of exhaustion. And think of social media as a wave. It rises fast but fades quickly. And Google is a current that moves slowly but it never stops. So the people who find you on Google are already in a decision-making mindset. They are ready to book and to reach out, and you don't need to nurture them through social media posts or daily reminders or even mails. So they just need clarity, safety, and access. And that small difference in intent changes everything because it reduces frustration, because you don't longer need to spend energy convincing people that you are the right fit, and it reduces burnout because your visibility keeps working even when you are not online. And it increases stability because inquiries arrive steadily instead of randomly. And there's also another layer to that because appearing on Google communicates trust and professionalism. It tells people that you are really and really well established. And for many, that sense of legitimacy is what allows them to take the next step. So being visible on Google is not about your ego or competition. It's about presence at the moment where someone finally decides to ask for your help. And it is how they find their way to your room safely. So that's why I often say that Google is not just a marketing tool, but it's just a continuation of care, because even when you are not working, it keeps working for you. And every accurate detail you write, every post you publish, and every word you clarify becomes part of someone's journey toward support. So now that you understand how Google works and why it matters, let's move to the most practical part. And I will show you one small step you can take this week to start becoming visible without paying for Google Ads. So the one step that changes everything. So to make it simple, the fastest way to appear on Google is to create or optimize your Google business profile. And you should think of it as your digital front door. It is free, makes you visible, and it is built for local discovery. So when someone will search and type in on Google therapist near me or therapist in London, or I don't know, anxiety therapy in London, well, some profiles will appear on the Google search page. And you don't need a big website, a fancy website. You don't need to know coding or being a marketer. You just need to fill in the right details with calm precision. So I will explain to you few steps so that you can build it in a professional and appropriate way. So I will show how it looks like. So this is my page. So obviously it is in French, guys. So sorry, but I will explain to you. So here it is my name. Here it is my job, médecin généraliste. It's a general practitioner. Liège is the city where I am actually working, and so you have my address, phone number, etc. So that's a Google business page with a picture of the private medical office. So it is really important because, as you can see, Well, here I will Dylan. It's me, but if you are typing in, uh, so general practitioner there, so it's my city. Well, you can see many doctors here, and we appear on Google Map as well. So where I am, yeah. So I am here, so you can see Dr. Dylan Limala. So it's why it is important to have a Google Business page because it will also appear on your on Google Map. But as you can see, I am a new general practitioner, therefore I am not in the first searches, so that's not good for me. But yeah, I am a doctor, so it's quite different from you because there are many patients in my city looking for a doctor, and yeah, I don't really need it. But so you have an idea how it looks, how Google Business profile looks. So like this. So to start it, you can go on the Google Business page. So you write in Google Business page. Unfortunately, I can't show you the next steps because mine is already done. I will try, but so when you click on, so when you will write a Google Business page, you will have the results, well, in English or whatever language you are talking. And so you will just follow the steps. It's really easy. So yeah, and yeah. So step one. So you go to Google, as I said, and you search for Google Business Profile, Google Business Page, whatever. You click on the official page. So it's this page, and you claim your practice, therapist, physiotherapist, psychologist, whatever. And if you already have one, well, make sure it's verified on your under your professional name. So step two, you add your core details, your full name, your practice address, your phone number, your email, and your website if you have one. And obviously, I hope that you have one. And if you don't have one, we will talk about it in the next video. So keep your information consistent everywhere where you are pay online. So that's really important to be so that everything is homogeneous. It's really important. And so consistency, of course, will build trust in Google system, and trust will lead people and will lead you to a higher visibility. So step three, you write a short human description of your work under 750 characters. Don't be fancy, avoid jargon, and speak as if you were describing your service to a friend. So in simple words, so that everyone, even a child, would understand what you are saying. So, for example, I offer therapy to adults experiencing stress, anxiety, or burnout. My approach is warm, evidence-based, and focused on helping you regain balance and clarity in your life and to, I don't know, in your work as well, for whatever. It depends on your potential niche. So yeah, clarity helps both the algorithm and your potential client reading. So step four, add pictures of your space. Sorry, not stock images, but simple real pictures, like my business page. Just a simple picture of the outside of your working location. The inside can also be a good idea, to show your desk, to show, I don't know where you are working, but it's also important to show it. Yeah, like a picture of a calm room, a plant, a desk. Really simple, but it works well. And small visuals make your practice feel tangible and safe as well. So step five, activate the post section. So few therapists use it, but it is one of the most powerful features as well. So once a week, you can post a short educational reflection or tip. So something like 3 ways to recognize early burnout or why setting boundaries is an act of self-care, for example. And these posts will show Google that your profile is active, and they will show potential clients that you care. So this is what ethical CEO looks like. So CEO is the abbreviations for search engine optimization. So search engine is Google, and optimization is how to optimize your Google page and Google search so that clients will find you easily, and the right clients as well. So no tricks, no pressure, of course, just calm and consistent communication. So you don't need to post often. Once a week is largely enough. Think of it like watering a plant. So yeah, just be casual, just be consistent, and yeah, one time a week is already enough. So yeah, it's a little care that keeps it alive and growing. So now we are going to see some extra touches that can amplify your visibility even further. So you should add your working hours, including online sessions if you offer them. You can list your therapy languages if you talk few languages. Well, it's really important to write it down, because maybe they are, I don't know where you are. They are often people who speak other languages. So yeah, it's quite important to type it in. So add your professional title. So for example, psychologist, VSP, counselor, coach, health coach, etc. So these details help Google match you with the right searches and your potential clients. So if your country allows it, you can invite colleagues or professional contacts to endorse your work or leave a kind note about collaboration, but it will depend on the country where you are working. And avoid client reviews where regulations restrict them. But in general, it's not illegal to have Google reviews, and it's really important. Even if you want your Google business page to appear in the first results, it's really important to have Google reviews. It's why my page isn't in the first pages, because I don't have any reviews yet concerning my general practice working. So yeah, ethics, of course, always come first. And within a few days or weeks, your name will start appearing when someone searches for therapy in your area. And the beauty is that the system keeps working long after you set it up. So it's why Google says it's really something important, because when you do it, it's something that will last really for a long time. And yeah, it's really consistent. Even I said earlier in this video, but even when you are sleeping, this system always works. So yeah, that's really powerful. So, and when you do all of this, well, you are not chasing attention anymore. You are simply findable. Your profile becomes a quiet beacon of trust, and people can sense your calm professionalism before you ever speak. So that is the magic of organic visibility, as we call it. So it grows naturally in alignment with your values. So now that you understand the first step, let's look at the deeper benefit behind it, and why this type of visibility doesn't just bring inquiries, but builds long-term trust and stability. So the hidden benefit while you sleep is the fact that Google Visibility will keep working even when you are sleeping. And every post you write, every sentence you clarify, every keyword you include becomes a small signal of trust. And over time, those signals will multiply. So they create like a quiet web of credibility that works day and night for you. And most therapists underestimate how strong this compounding effect can be. On social media, your content disappears within hours, though your post won't disappear, but when you are scrolling on your Instagram app, well, you see the recent posts, but after you won't see them anymore. So it's quite temporary. And on Google, it's the opposite, because your presence will mature and it grows like a tree. So you plant one clear description, you write one simple educational post, you optimize one page of your website, and months later, people still find you through that same content. And this is what sustainable visibility feels like. So you don't longer need to constantly prove yourself online. And because of that, your work itself will become your own proof. And I have seen this with many therapists. After setting up a Google business page, They suddenly receive messages from clients saying, I found you on Google, as I showed you earlier with my Google business page. And they often add, I liked the calm way you described your work. And it's because of that that it's important to have a niche, because you will understand your potential clients, and you will use words where they will feel recognized. And of course, that sentence is important when we say, I like the calm way you describe your work, because it means your tone already built trust before the first conversation began, and your words did the quiet introduction for you. So this changes how client relationships start, because you are no longer convincing anyone of your value, but they already felt it when they read about you. So that sense of safety is what we want to build, and visibility that attracts without pressure is the key here. And communication that reassures instead of persuading is also another key or fact to remember for this video. So when you understand all of this, marketing stops feeling like a sprint. It becomes a long walk in one direction, and each step adds to the foundation of your professional reputation. And like in therapy, consistency will create change through time. So remember this principle: every clear word you write is a future client finding you with less doubt and more trust. And that is quite power, that's the quiet power of the ethical search engine optimization. So now let's finish with the closing part of this video, and I will summarize what we covered through this video. So now let's summarize what we covered today. So you discovered why Google is not just a search engine, but a bridge between people who are ready for help and therapists who can truly serve them as well. So you learned that visibility isn't about shouting louder, it's about showing up calmly where people are already looking, and that's the ethical way to grow. You saw that your Google business profile can become your quiet front door, and when filled with care and accuracy, it invites the right people to step in without you chasing anyone. You also understood the hidden benefit of this approach, that it builds trust while you rest at night. So your words, your descriptions, and your posts keep doing their quiet work, even when you are with patients, clients, resting, or spending time with your family. And that is what sustainable marketing looks like. It isn't tricks, it isn't manipulation, just clear and honest presence. So if this approach resonates with you, I invite you to take one small next step and to join my free community on School, the Therapist Cafe, where you can meet other therapists like you and discuss about ethical values, marketing, sales, and whatever, and just get to know each other. So if you like this video, you can put a like, you can follow the YouTube channel, and let's see each other to a new video very soon. Bye bye.